Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 14 minutes past 9 on Wednesday night. I got that right. I got a lot wrong last night. Mixed up Owen and Leeds and the names on the profiles or whatever. I thought I knew what do you call him? Owen was sick, and I don't know. I added 2 and 2 and got 10. And put up Owen's name. It's both of them are sick, but one is worse than the other, I think. But I only noticed that when I seen a message there a while ago to Owen, and he was saying he wasn't Owen. So I put up the wrong time for a race as well. Pass no heed. That's the way it works. Shout out to newcomers on the bus: Larry Gibson, Bob Builder, not Bob the Builder, this is just Bob Builder, and Ferdinand Mello, and Joseph Stevens. You're all very welcome. Today we started off with Capage. Went against Walk in the Woods. It looked like Walk in the Woods was going to win it after the last, but Venetia's horse rallied as a favourite to win. Her horses are on fire. We went on, I won't mention its name in the 2:30 because you won't be hearing that horse mentioned ever again. It's gone like the same colour as Fox Labelle, a pure pig. We got a grand winner in Dundalk. We missed one morning approach. We tipped it up the last day and it ran a bad race. The pace wasn't fast enough probably for it. And Fast Mile today, that won at 9-1, and I was saying Jesus when I didn't tip it. And Bucky Larson got placed. It looked like it was going to win at one time, and there was a drift on Oakley, and coming from a yard that gambles, I was saying it's not going to be looking like it today. And it came out of the stalls and it didn't brake very well, and I said handbrake on, but the handbrake was removed or put down very fast, and Heffernan took the rails. And then I thought it might be swallowed up in the stretch, but he came the right side and it won very snugly in the finish at a grand price, 8-1. It actually went out to 9s before the off. I took 4s last night. There was a rule 4 on it, but I went in again at 9s, an each way bet, thinking I'd get a place anyway at least. But lo and behold, we won it. And poor old Alligator Alley, I think the years are catching up. He'll be 7 the 1st of January. So unless he drops maybe 6 to 10 pounds in the handicap, he won't be winning. The Class Angle 1, the top weight, didn't see that coming. But it had a gelding operation. So when the nuts are cut out of them, as some of you know, it increases their chances to win. Anyway, I'll rattle on because I have to go for my car. It is in the mechanics, and if the phone rings, I might have to just answer for a second and say I'll pick it up in the morning. We'll get on to tomorrow. The nap goes in the 12:40 at Newcastle, 2 miles 7 furlongs and 91 yards. Imperial Alex. It opened up 5-2. It'll probably drift out again in the morning. 6-year-old gelding by Imperial Monarch. Ran a grand race the last day. But if you look back at when it ran 4 point of pints, didn't do a lot in novice hurls, but when it went handicapping, there was a big gamble on it. It won and it beat Mole Court, who's a good yardstick of 86th. The last day it ran in its second chase, and it ran behind Persevering. Persevering went up 7 pounds and won by 3.5 lengths today. But if we'll have a peep at it now. When it came round the turn for home, I'd say it traded very low. That's him there with the red cap on the rail.
Rest of them are headed by Dreams of Diamonds. So the runners in the finale head back towards home. Persevering, pushed along here from Mixed Wave, just looking behind them at Imperial Alex, who seems to be going stronger than any of them. We'll see if he can deliver as they head up now to the final two fences. Persevering, Imperial Alex going for the gap between runners, but he had the door shut in his face by Mixed Wave and has to switch to the inside. Persevering led over the second last. Mixed Wave stand side. Imperial Alex right over on the far side of the group. These three are clear as they come down towards the last. Persevering with Imperial Alex over on the far side. He's been brought under pressure now. Mixed Wave has been seen off. It's a great finish to the last. Persevering doing enough to go on now. Persevering for the informed Kim Bailey yard. Persevering beats Imperial Alex. They came 50.
Persevering persevered. But Bailey's, when the yard is in form, it wasn't as in form this time last year, so it was well handicapped. That one off 81 and went up to 88. Imperial Alex. I expect that to go well tomorrow. I've two more with it. They're not big prices, but it's all I could get. We're going to Market Rasen, 2 miles 7.5. Well, more than a half. It's nearly the full one. It's only about 30 yards off 3 mile. Haut Folin for Venetia. I don't think we've tipped Venetia in a while, and she's batting 44%, and when she gets in form, and she fairly clicks. But this was on heavy ground. Now, a lot of our horses win on heavy ground, but there's some of them this year winning because they're so well handicapped. This was in Foslas on heavy ground.
Along the inside of the recovering Stella Stream, and then out wider King of Brazil. Estilic has lost at plenty of places, is now right at the back end of the field, back in behind Rock of Star and also Puddles in the Park, as Lazy Sunday has Folin trying to bear down along the inside now, with Flintara back in third as they come to 4 from home. This leader has generally jumped well throughout, Lazy Sunday, and he travels sweetly, or she does I should say, heading on down towards the final open ditch, which is the 3rd from home. Lazy Sunday from Folin. They're both over it well, and they're beginning to duel with back in at 3rd Flintara. Gold Emery next as Folin now getting through along the inside of Lazy Sunday to put some real pressure on the long-time pace setter. Folin moves through now to take over ahead of Lazy Sunday in second. They are 10 lengths away from in third Flintara. Down towards the final fence, Folin is at it, has a good look at it, crosses it safely. Second place on taking it was Lazy Sunday. Then in third Flintara, and racing up towards the line. There's no stopping the Venetia Williams stable at the moment. Folin, another...
I hope you can say the same thing tomorrow. But if we look at the betting there, that Mixed Wave, that shows it ran in the same race, but was way behind it, was 16.5 lengths behind it. So even with the penalty, it shouldn't be able to overturn. What happened there? There we go. And the horse there, Pachi J. Oh, Jesus. That is showing a 2 in front of it, but the 2 would have been a 3 if Hurler on the ditch hadn't fallen. So that's carrying top weight there. It's the horse actually that we won on last year. But as I said, the 2 would have been a 3. The horse was 30 lengths ahead when he fell that day. There's an old horse that we backed a couple of times before, placed a Claire de Guy. But what was it, the betting? Two to 1, 15 to 8, round that. It should go well. In Wincanton, I was looking for a third one. There's a 4-horse race there, tricky as hell. Bobalco has ran over fences before, but it was an outrageous distance back. It was 5th to Matata. Just way back altogether. So I don't know why it could improve. The only thing is that it's Nichols and it's in. He has won this a few times in the last few years. But if we look at the winners of it, I think they were all. There was a heap of favourites, wasn't there? 11 to 8, 7 to 5, 5 to 4, 5 to 2. The last, and 8 to 11. The last 5 favourites won. So normally this market gets it right. So I thought Tritonic is gone favourite now. That's in a 4-horse race. It's carrying a big weight, all right, and it's first time over fences. But it's only a 6-year-old. It's a classy yoke. Has 4 runs on the flat to keep it fairly right for this. It ran last in the Cesarovich, just 15 lengths behind the shunter, and had a good run behind that in September behind Post Impressionist. The last hurdle run was in Aintree. It was 4th behind Finner's Cross, which was 135. It was the highest rated in over hurdles. And it's gone favourite, even though the forecast favourite was just going to be 3rd favourite. It's that simple. That's the reason I'm gone for that. I said whatever is favourite in that race, I'm backing. So that's it. There's a Lamilas is out tomorrow. The Hennessy winner from last year, the Coral Cup winner. It's over hurls, must be out for a spin. There's a race there in Thurles tomorrow. There's a horse that we backed in Sligo, but the handbrake was on. Alphonse Legrand. Grand name for the syndicate. The motto of the bus. Bet small, win big. But there's a bit of a tricky thing about it is if you look at the future entries for the horse, it's entered next Monday in Ludlow. So is this only out for the run tomorrow, or is it just to get a rating in England? I don't know which. It could be that they're just trying to get a rating in England before the run tomorrow, because Movie King is entered in Ludlow as well. Or are they going to go, Tony, is he going to go for a double? You see that sometimes when a 4-year-old gelding with plenty in the locker, that they know that they get the rating in England before they go over. So I want to watch tomorrow if there's money for that, because there's a race or two in that horse without a doubt. What do you call it is running tomorrow as well. I didn't write it down. It's running over hurls. There's over hurls. No, it's the chase, isn't it? Pass no heat on me. Getting disorganized tonight. Oh. The one that won the 3 mile hurdle race. Anyway. That's it, it's nearly 9:30. I get this into the oven and bash the bookies over and out.